ask yourself, how do astronauts live in space for a long time? For days, weeks, or even for months? How does their food look like? And how do they sleep there? Now we are going together travel with astronauts. We will start from the rocket launch. It's the first and most important step of astronauts' journey, so it's a very sensitive and accurate step. For launching a rocket, it's necessary to study and put plans by physical scientists. They use Newton's laws in their calculations, and also they calculate and study the required time to launch the rocket and how to push the rocket to go up in specific paths without make the rocket swing or fall down. Also, they calculate the momentum of the rocket and acceleration and the force of gravity to do the process perfectly. And from the chemical side, chemistry scientists use specific types of the hypergolic fluid to launch the rocket. They calculate the density of the fluid and the required amount of it and how does it burn correctly to make the rocket able to reach to the space station.
For a reason, I don't want my hands anywhere near this thing. You can really see there is this very fast reaction which generates loads of nitrogen and also ethane.
Now, after the astronauts arrive to the space station safely, we will discover and try living with them, and they are going to share with us their daily routines there.
Astronauts all love their food. So NASA tried to ensure space food is as much like home cooking as possible. The biggest challenge with cooking for space is weight. It costs $10,000 to blast each 1-pound serving to the astronauts. For this launch, the precious cargo is hand-carried to the site.
All right, bonus food!
Including some surprise treats from their families.
Wow! Look at that! Tortilla! The real tortillas! Look at that. Real tortilla.
Food piping hot, ready to mix up. Trace's recipe was to open up the tortilla, squirt on the nice warm bean paste, and then break up the beefsteak, put the beefsteak in there, squirt on some hot sauce, roll it up like a burrito, ready to eat. Let's give it a try. Space tortilla. Lasts 18 months in this package. Got my tortilla ready. Now, my bean paste. Okay, nice and warm. Squeeze it out of the corner. Cut it open so it makes sort of like a little squirty nozzle so I can squirt it straight on to my tortilla. Ooh, that works well. Okay, we got the beans and rice, and now time to make the steak. what am I going to do with that in the meanwhile? I'm going to hold it in my tortilla package carefully and Velcro that to the table while I'm waiting. Perfect. Beefsteak. Tracy said to break it up into pieces and put it in the tortilla. Oh, it's starting to look good. Ready for the pièce de résistance. Space hot sauce, good and red, nice and spicy. Hot sauce. Okay, what we have here is beans, rice, beef, hot sauce, all wrapped up in a tortilla. That makes it time to try Tracy's recipe. Let's see how it is. The beauty of eating a burrito or a tortilla in space is nothing can fall out. The best it can do is sort of float next to you. I'll eat this end, you watch that end. Hot sauce. Well, let's talk about how to brush your teeth in space. Standard toothbrush, nothing magical there. But we got a few different things. We don't have running water. You can't have a tap. You can't have a sink because water would flow everywhere. And so what do you do to wet your toothbrush, and where do you spit afterwards? Those are the big questions. So first we just fill up a water bag with water. And this is what we're going to put on our toothpaste. So let me get a ball of water here. There's a nice ball of water floating on the end. Shut off the straw very carefully. Okay, and get my toothbrush wet. Toothbrushes soak up water nicely. So now I have a nice wet toothbrush. Good. So I'm partway there. Got my toothbrush wet. Now I just need to put some toothpaste on it and get cleaning my teeth. So I'm going to suck the water off it because where else would it go? Nice wet toothbrush. Grab some toothpaste. We just use standard toothpaste in space. Squeeze a little on, not too much because you're going to have to clean it up later. Okay, so there's my toothpaste on my toothbrush. It's wet. It's ready to go. It's loaded. Brush my teeth just like normal. Okay, so now what am I going to do? I've got a mouthful of toothpaste stuff. I got a dirty toothbrush. So what I do is I just swallow the toothpaste. It's edible, won't kill you. And what else am I going to do? Put it in a rag and have a dirty rag? Doesn't make any sense. So in space, you just swallow your toothpaste. It leaves my toothbrush just a little bit dirty, so I need to find where my water went and rinse it out. Fortunately, things are weightless, so things don't go too far. So here's my water again. So now I'll get a little water in my mouth. Rinse out my toothbrush. So I have a relatively clean, slightly damp toothbrush to put back in my toothbrush case. The toothpaste is hung back on the wall. You can just completely relax. And you don't even need a pillow. In space, you don't even have to hold your head up. So you can relax every muscle in your body, and your arms float up in front of you. Your head tips forward. But before I go to sleep, I got to put on my pajamas because I have space jammies. I'll be right back. Great. I'm in my super comfy Russian full-length pajamas. Nice for when you have to get up in the middle of the night, and ready to go to bed. I'll show you where I sleep. This is my sleep station, my sleep pod. This is where I spend up to 8 hours every day here on board the space station. It's actually on the floor, but once you're inside, you just can't tell.
the Soyuz is amazing. Quite a bit different from the shuttle. You know, the Soyuz is a bit more like, sorry, the Soyuz actually is a bit shaped like this pen. It goes up straight up through the atmosphere. Now, you know, you've got the space station right up there. It's doing gravity.